Hello, I'm Arnel, the owner and creator of Arnel's Originals, gluten-free, organic, vegan, allergy-friendly baking mixes. What's missing on this delightful brochure is our latest mix, Pizza Crust, made with sweet potato flour. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to make Pizza Crust mix. Now, the Pizza Crust mix is 16 ounces, and that makes 8 individual pizzas. Today I'm going to make half of the bag, 8 ounces, for 4 people. So basically, it's all measured out, 8 ounces. I'm going to pour it in a bowl. The mix calls for 2 packets of yeast. This is actually 2.5 teaspoons, which is 1 packet of yeast. We're just going to add that right to the mix. Going to incorporate it. And if you take a look at the flour, you'll see it's got this little orange hue for the sweet potato flour, which is yummy. I'm going to take some water that I have warmed up. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of oil. Any oil is fine, as long as it's good expeller pressed oil. The recipe calls for 4 tablespoons, but because I'm using 8 ounces instead of 16, I'm using half, which is 2 tablespoons. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of honey. 2 teaspoons of honey. I'm going to use 1, and instead of honey, just because I have it, I'm going to use maple syrup. You can use maple syrup or honey or sugar or agave syrup. And the purpose of this is to allow the yeast to grow. And the last ingredient that we're going to add is, it calls for 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and we're going to do a half a teaspoon. The apple cider vinegar changes the pH, which makes it easier to digest, and acts as a tiny bit of a preservative. And it's delicious. So this is just going to be incorporated right in our flour and yeast blend. And you're going to notice when I mix it up, is it's going to look like toothpaste, which is perfect. I'm going to get out the lumps. A little spatula will help get the edges. And we are ready to roll. Okay, so as I mentioned before, this is going to make enough for 4 people to eat. I'm going to divide this in half and put half on one parchment paper and half on the other. I like to use a nice big scoop. It's easy. What's neat about the parchment paper is the pizza does not stick. So I'm going to put 1, The best way to do it at this point is take a piece of saran wrap, cover the sticky dough, and with your hands or with a rolling pin, roll it out into a circle. You want to get it about 1/8 of an inch thick, which is pretty thin, because this is a nice thin crust pizza. Because the bottom line about pizzas is you really want it to be crunchy and crispy on the edges and the bottom. So each pizza that I'm making is going to be for 2 people. And I like it. As you can see, it's pretty much a round circle. I'm going to very gingerly peel off the saran wrap. So easy. Almost nothing stuck. I'm ready to stick it on top of my pizza pan. Ta-da! Or a pizza stone, or even a cookie sheet. It wouldn't matter. And I'm ready to put it in the oven. Now, I'm not ready to bake it yet. I'm ready to put it in the oven warm, because I want this thin crust, as you can take a little peek here. Maybe not. I want this to double in size. So I'm putting it in a warm place to rise, maybe 100 degrees, maybe under a hot light bulb. Now, lucky for you and I've already made one crust, so we're just going to put this to rise and take out the one that I already made. After the crust rises, you're going to put it in the oven and you're going to put it on the top shelf or the top rack at a 425 degree oven. And you're going to bake it with nothing on it, completely empty. As you can see, if you can zoom in, you'll see it's nice and brown and just incredible. I'm going to get my pizza stone and transfer this pizza, and we're going to make a pizza. So you have a nice crust, and now you're going to take the pizza and you're going to flip it over. The underside is soft, and we today are going to make pesto pizza. We'll start with pesto, basil, olive oil, salt, garlic, a little ground up pine nuts. Delicious. We're going to add a little bit of spinach, fresh sliced tomatoes, a little bit of mushrooms, and hopefully the camera can zoom in and let you see how pretty and delicious. And a little bit of vegan cheese. I can't do dairy. It's just one of those things. As much as I like the taste, it doesn't like me. Of course, you can top it with as much as you like. And now, in it goes for 7 minutes. Remember, top shelf. Our pizza is almost ready. We're just going to wait for the ding. Then we'll take it out, cut it up. Be right back. And now we cut it up. Hear the crunch. And since I like to share, I'm going to ask my daughter Sarah to join us for a taste. Introducing my daughter Sarah.
Hi.
Let me get some plates.
This looks good.
How does it smell?
Like pesto. My favorite.
Okay, here we go.
Just in my hands?
Yeah. Oh, it is hot.
It is hot.
But what's the bottom line about a pizza? Crispy crust, holds up to the weight. Got the spinach and the tomato. So let's give it a little. Satisfying chew.
It's hot, but it's really good.
Let's see about the edge.
The pesto. Really good.
That's the edge. Crispy and yummy. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching Arnel's Originals. Gluten-free, organic, vegan pizza made with sweet potato flour. We fuss so you can enjoy. Thank you.